All right, so guys, we are day 2 on our little scouting planning mission here, and just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick look of how this is going to go down. So this is actually the main entrance into Bethpage, and we have our actress in front of us, Ashley. She thought her career as an actress was going to be over when she did the Hubba Bubba commercial, but now she is actually our actress in charge of demonstrating what we're going to do here. So you'll come in here. This will guard shack that's right up here. When you get to the guard shack, what you're going to do is you'll check in with them, and they will give you your packet of information, confirm your site, all that other good stuff. And then right after this, on the other side of the shack, right where she is now, someone from Bethpage will meet up with you, and hopefully, there you go. Someone from Bethpage will meet up with you, and they will actually escort you from the guard shack here to your site. So the good news is, depending on what time of day or night you come, you won't have to worry about navigating through the park late at night and trying to figure out where you're going. So up here we have the main entrance, the main, intersection here. And this intersection is going to be kind of the focal point of travel during the course of the week, because to the right, we're going to go down to the right, but to the right is where the camp store is, where the meeting section, the meeting area is going to be. To the left is where the campsites are. We'll get to those in a little bit. And when we get to
Operations Center.
No, store.
Store, yeah.
So there will be a tram that moves around here, so that if you don't have, for example, a golf cart, there'll be a tram that we'll have running for anybody who needs a ride. The Wagon Masters will also have a couple of extended length golf carts. So I guess they're called goobers, golf cart goobers.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll have a couple of those to help out for folks if they get themselves in a jam, but we're going to try to make mobility as easy as possible here. So unfortunately, the pool won't be open. The cafe will. So this is the poolside cafe right there. That will be open. Coming down the end, right here is where the honor flag will be set up. Honor Flag Network will have their space right there. And coming up on the office. So this is the building here where everyone is going to, hopefully, folks will be able to come down here and meet. So this is the office over here. There's also a camp store. And this is the rally center, which, just for sake of sanity, we're not going to go inside. But go ahead and just cruise up to the op center slow. This is the group and rally center, and it is ginormous. Now, it's being refreshed at the moment. We were in there yesterday to confirm size and take measurements. But it's being renovated. The kitchen's being renovated, so it's all full of schmutz. So we're not gonna worry about that. But this is gonna be the main area where we meet. In the space that we occupy right here, there will also be some large tents that we will have that'll allow us to, help maintain social distancing instead of trying to pack everybody in one building. It'll give us some more flexibility to do things depending on the weather. Just generally give us a lot more opportunity to do cool things. So as we go past the main office here, you'll see the Ops Center. Well, it's called the Recreation Center, but this is going to be the Event Operations Center for our rally. That red building over there.
So they'll register volunteers will meet.
So when you come to the facility, when you first drive through that gate that we showed you, speed bump. When you come to the facility, you'll go through the main gate, and they will take you to your site, right? So you can drop off your trailer, all that good stuff. Then after you're done with that, you'll come up here to the rec center. You'll go in through the front door, and inside this building is going to be our operations center and registration center. So you'll walk through that door. You'll go through the registration process. There's a set of doors on the other side, so we can scoot you straight through, get you registered and signed up. We'll have your swag bags, we'll have your name tags, we'll have volunteer sign-up sheets, we'll have all kinds of other stuff. That's all the official stuff will kind of be going on down here. And then once you're done here,
We're going down the main road and take down Virginia.
You go down and
the creamery down Virginia.
And check out, from there, you'll be able to do a couple different things. You'll be able to go to your campsite, you'll be able to see folks. Right now, what we're going to do is
these are all permanents.
Right. Bethpage does have an exceptional number of seasonals here. The seasonals are in this particular area. You'll see in a minute, just a block over is where the regular sites start. And we'll show you the size of them. They're absolutely ginormous. Bethpage is very, very long. And all of the sites that are on this property, literally all of them, that are available for overnight stays, they are reserved for us. So there's campers in them now, obviously because it's, middle of the season. But the campsites down here are all going to be reserved for us. So if you come in a couple days before the event, it's likely going to look like a ghost town because it's going to be pretty much just us. There is another rally the following weekend here. It's being put on by the RV dealership that's going to be sponsoring our event, is .RV. And, so I would be very surprised if a bunch of folks didn't stay after our event and, into the DOT event. So this is Sycamore. There'll be a couple of people staying on Sycamore. You can keep going. You can see that there's some cabins on one side and there's some sites on the other. So there'll be a bunch of us over here. Right after Holly, and pretty much everywhere from Holly all the way on to the end of that road, and you can see how long that damn road is, everything on the right-hand side is going to be ours. All right? Well, that's where I was going. Okay. Everything on this side is going to be ours. On the other side, there are some other areas. There's some pull-throughs here. There's some pull-throughs in a couple of other spaces. But all of this is going to be under our event. Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Yep. So you can see the size of the cabins, or sorry, not the cabins. Cabins stuck on the brain. You can see the size of the sites. Now, one thing that's great, some news that we have to, and we're going to announce, but you're going to hear it now, I suppose. We've actually identified a way to get more folks to be able to join us. So right now the wait list is about 55, and one thing that is a problem, one of the reasons why we have such a long wait list, is because folks want to have their friends, their family members and things like that. They want to come and, do the rally with them. Well, there's only so many sites. So this morning we confirmed 300 sites are already ours, plus the 55 wait list. So what we're going to do is, for those of you who are interested, right, we are going to allow, hang on one sec, Ash. What we're going to do is we're going to set these sites up here, and you can see the size of them. If you are interested, not mandatory, we can put 2 campers in this site. So mom and kids, whatever, right? And these sites are big. You can see the right at the end of my finger right there is the sewer pump. There's one there and there's one over there. So you can put 2 different campers in the same spot. This is optional. We are not going to do this unless you explicitly ask us to. But this is an opportunity for you to see, what it might look like. And actually, here's a great example of the sizing of it. Here's the rest of the Wagon Masters that didn't want to be on video. There's the Solitude is in one of the sites, and you can see that there's a lot of room on the back side of that Solitude, right? But on the front side over here, there is enough room to have another camper on this side. Now, pull-throughs are possible. If you want to have them facing each other like a buddy site, that's possible. We'll have to discuss that because we need to make sure that there's a camper not on the other side. So if you pull in so that you're facing each other, one side is going to have their nose pointing into the other camper. So we'll get that figured out. Again, this is not mandatory. If you want to do this, you totally can. If you don't, all good.
Remember, if they buddy system, one's going to be a 50,
correct.
One's going to be a 30.
Yep, John brings up a good point. Each site has a 50 and a 30 amp circuit, and if you're going to do a buddy site, one side or one rig will have 30 and one rig will have 50.
So if they do a buddy, make sure you can either come up or down from the 50.
Now the good news is it's going to be October and it's not particularly hot, so you'll be able to utilize probably just your fans. I don't really think you need your air conditioner.
Windows open now.
Yeah, I mean it's usually pretty temperate in October down here. Again, you can see the size of these sites. There's,
What's that?
So there was some concern around having having spacing issues or having enough room, if you look right here, you can see there's the camper and all of the room that they have in front of them, and then starts a new campsite. So if you are concerned about being too close, I know when we were at Massey's, you know, the sites were pretty close to each other. But here, aside from being out in the open air, these sites have got a tremendous amount of space between them. Now, these are the ones that are out on the field. So this is, you know, evergreen and sycamore and holly. There's a bunch of them out here. There are some other ones in the back that are different. They're the pull-throughs or the paved sites. But I would say a good 80%, 90% of the sites that we have are out here.
Look, another Solitude.
There's another Solitude. That's what the 4th Grand Design on this road. Wow. I wonder if they're coming.
I wonder if they come. Should we go up and talk to them?
Hey, we're gonna. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back. I don't want to put them on the video if they don't want to be on the video. So this is the back side. So this is Virginia is the main road up the middle.
Good.
This is
Really?
Cypress, and this is it runs parallel to Virginia, and this goes from the op center down there all the way up, and we're going to take you up that way now. And you can see cool little light posts on here. So I mean, it's a nice wide road. There's a whole bunch of kids here because, you know, it's summertime and a lot of kids go camping. But you know, this is, again, all this is going to be ours.
Now
So
we're going down Evergreen.
oh, okay, now we're going down Evergreen. Oh, look, another Grand Design. Imagine. Oh, look, there's a Momentum. Yeah, we should cruise around and say hi to everybody. All right, so cruising down this way.
Now we're
There.
going to enter the Creamery 3.
Yep, we'll show you guys where the mini golf and absolutely badass ice cream shop is. There's also, we're going to pass an area over here. A couple of folks had asked me about, you know, how are we going to do meeting areas? You know, how are we going to make sure that people are separated and, you know, that we can support multiple things, right? Multiple facilities, multiple events, activities. So now we're back on Virginia, and you see right after where that truck pulled in, there is a gazebo. There's also a ring of cabins down here, and the cabins are going to be available to, you know, to the vendors that may need it, or, you know, to some of the folks from out of town, the dogs, stuff like that. If you have kids, there's a playground over here. There's concrete cornhole buckets.
That's a nice Jeep.
Yeah, you know, it is a nice Jeep. I wish I had one.
Look, a Solitude.
Oh,
Another
look,
Solitude.
there's another Solitude. So yeah, so this area over here is going to be nice. It doesn't really matter what the weather is because the weather should be pretty warm.
Seminars.
But we can do the seminars outdoors in that session over there, right, or in the gazebo thing. Right. Out here towards the far end, we're going to be up through Crabapple. Yeah, so Crabapple is the last one that we're going to have. And this is kind of trailer storage back here, but you can see there's still more seasonal sites over on this end. We actually have a couple of interesting things cooking. One of them is there's a person here that's going to be one of our vendors, and that vendor is going to be doing camper washers. He actually has a power washer. We also have a vendor here called Terry's RV, who actually incidentally drives a Momentum. And he does RV repairs and can do, you know, maintenance and repairs and things like that. I bring that up because one of the challenges we may have is depending on the travel ban or the policies of Grand Design. We don't know if we're going to have the techs, and the techs that they will absolutely be here if they can. But if Grand Design ultimately decides that they don't want to have it, then they won't be able to come. So at least Terry's is here if you need an emergency break fix sort of thing. The power washer guy. Wow, I gotta imagine that gravel sounds absolutely atrocious on video. But that's okay. Oh, we're gonna go off-roading. Check this out. Alrighty then. Thank you. It's almost like you have a Jeep. So this is what do they call this? The field road or whatever?
Yeah, this is the field road. Only golf carts can come down this road.
Yeah. So it's got gates on both ends. It's just to get you from the campsites down to the mini golf and the ice cream shop. You'll be able to see that in a minute. Bumpity bumpity bump.
Bumpity bumpity bump.
All right, and there is the creepy cowboy guy. There you go. Ugh. There we go. There we go. Here is the ice cream shop.
What I'll do is I'll
And-
go down around the park.
Okay.
That way you can see the mini golf as well.
Yeah. So if you're bringing kids here, I know that sometimes you go to places with mini golf, and sometimes they're little cheesy little mini golf places, and sometimes they're actually worthwhile. This one's pretty cool. So if you've got little kids, if you act like a little kid, if you wish you were a little kid, there's a ton of really cool little golf coursey things over here. So this golf course is not included with the ticket price. That's this building here is associated with, but not necessarily included in the price. I think it's a couple bucks to play mini golf.
Like
So
3 or 4 bucks.
yeah, but it's actually a pretty cool course. I mean, the greens are nice and green and not worn out, and there's cool little sticky things in there to kind
And the
of.
reason for all the cows and the dairy statues and stuff that are in there is the owner that used to own this this all used to be a dairy farm.
Gotcha. All right, and there's the ice cream parlor over there. In the interest of maintaining privacy, I'm not going to walk it in there and take videos of people that are working, but just wanted to make sure that we gave you guys a quick rundown and showed you some of the stuff that's going on. Now, we do have a number of other announcements to make. Those announcements will come out in the next week or two, very positive ones. But, please absolutely stay in touch. If you got any questions, let us know. And really? That was John.
I'm not driving.
Clearly. So if you have any questions, absolutely let us know. Thanks.